Hello. The Cycle. The Cycle. One of my favorite games currently. I haven't been playing it. We've been doing other things on stream, but I need to play it. We've got, what do we have? We have just like 10. No. Whoop. That scared me. We have 7 days left of the season pass. Fortuna Pass. Fortuna Pass. So if you're looking to grind this stuff out, you should probably hop in. I'm going to pull it off. I got plenty of season missions, whatever they're called, story missions to do still. And then I've got a whole thing of weeklies and dailies to do still. But that's not the point of the video. Point of the video, they have a roadmap, by the way. If you go to the website and click on news or information, there's a drop down. I'll put a link in the description below. But they use a Trello board. Most companies use a Trello board for like bug reporting and stuff like that. They use it very conveniently for their roadmap. Basically, here's an information column. This column is what things have come out. And then this column, oh, my camera, this column is for what's coming up in the next update. And then they've got what's in progress and what's down their backlog here. Basically, like what's already been released is all the things we already know about. They updated the weather. They added the virtual match. Tutorial map improvements. They've changed the graphics of the biomasses, polish, pass on, starter weapon base. They've done all kinds of things. Oh, water, the graphics. So there's a lot of things here. You guys come here and check this out if you want. But what's coming up in Release 8, which I think or at least thought was happening at the end of Fortuna Pass Season 1. But I could be wrong. But ranked mode. And you'll notice here they got a stamp, community request. So they've added things in here that weren't on their radar that they've added per the community. 3D lobbies are pretty dope. Let's look at a picture here. What this means is when you pick a mode, solo, squad, or duo, and you load in, typically you'll have your traditional list of players, a picture of the map, your faction you're playing for, and your loadout. Now it's going to be an actual lobby that you walk around and flash off your banners. You can see your other players. It's dope. It's dope. I'm going to be hanging out at the bar, by the way. And you can see the digital map right here on the ground. It's cool. Cool stuff. That's coming in Release 8. Requeuing after you die, so you don't have to return to the station and then go back out again. You can just requeue for another match. The nav mode, they are replacing that non-functional compass that I kept complaining about with my OCD to a scanner. They actually removed the scanner from the game. It's now, you permanently have a scanner. I was kind of excited when I heard this because I thought we'd be able to pinpoint other players, but they changed that. So other players will show up on the scanner as a proximity alarm if they are within 25 meters, which is a shorter range than it used to be, and you can't pinpoint their direction. So, okay. They're rebalancing the AI on contracts, so we'll have to wait and see. They don't really give much detail. That comes in Release 8. Basic slide on all kits. So now all kits are going to be able to slide. Did they give any more information on how it works? The quick suit shouldn't have all the fun sliding. We are adding in a basic slide for all the kits so you can slide into those VPs. All kits will have a slide at the sprint speed. Sprint plus crouch will activate it. So, also, a side note, they put more detail on this, I think, in the informational blog regarding ranked mode. If you're even using the quick suit and you run out of your actual quick suit slides, you can still slide with this. We don't know if there's going to be a big cooldown between slides or how that works, but you'll have at least an extra free slide. Multiple emotes and banner support. Solo packed tuning. Friendly enemy turret coloring, thank God. Simplified loot pickups. Fortnite, you can now walk over items and you automatically loot them. You don't have to actually click on them. Auto-assign loot on kill, so if you kill something and it drops a feather or a claw or something, right? It's yours. Somebody can't go steal it from you. Training simulator VFX. This is kind of cool. Where's the GIF? So now when you're doing training simulator or I think shooting range as well, you'll load in through like a hologram room instead of a drop pod, I'm guessing. Crafting in progress. Private lobbies. This will be cool. This will be cool. Prospect station. What this is right now you have a menu system, obviously, if you've played it, where you queue up and you go through all the different tabs to get to things, which I'm a fan of. But this is cool. This is kind of the way of where games have been going. You have an actual little city, town, or whatever that has, what do they have in here? They've got the last match results board on here. The Alpha Warden, where you can come in here. Guns, tools is where you craft and do all your stuff. What else? Do they have any other tidbits of looking things? But basically, you'll be able to interact with everything you do in your lobby, your menu, I'm guessing, inside of this lobby. And you can see other players. It'll be cool. It'll be cool. It's just like Ramsgate in Dauntless, or the social spaces in Destiny. But that's coming soon, in progress. Map 2. See, I thought Map 2 was coming with Release 8. Maybe they haven't moved this or updated this yet, but I thought Map 2 was coming. They're going to upgrade the graphics of the Warden and the Brutes. Playtest servers, so these are going to be invite only, and they want to work on upcoming features with the community. That's cool. I don't really report things, so it's kind of a waste for me to do that. And if it's not permanent and it's early, like I don't do that kind of stuff. But that's cool. That's always a good thing. Companies do very well with this. Sea of Thieves is very good with playtests. Report player buttons, good. Updated shooting range. More coming soon. So, devs. I like to test things, and I like to see numbers. Can we have some form of way to take damage? So, like, have a fake dummy with a gun that'll shoot at specific intervals, and then have a way for me to see the damage that I'm taking. Oh, I can, because my health shows a number, right? That works. I can do the math. Yeah. Have somebody that shoots just a standard flat damage. 10 damage. No. Make it 100 damage. 50. Make it 50. 50 is better. Easier number. That way when I want to put on different perks, or you guys make changes to some of the perks, the kit mods, like the tier 1, tier 3, so more damage in the air, but I also receive more damage while I'm in the air. The low HP, I would have loved it to be able to see how much damage the damage reduction was on that, because I felt like it was overpowered as hell, which it probably was, since why you guys nerfed it a little bit. I also want to see how low I have to go in my health before it gets triggered. Meaning, let's say that if you get down to 30% health and you pop, not adrenaline, you pop one of the stims that gives you health, does that, if I'm down at like 29%, my low HP kicks in and I pop some health that throws me back up again, is that low HP kind of on a buffer timer, or is it automatically turned off again? And then is it on cooldown? So if I go back up and I get shot and I'm back below again, does it reactivate? I can test these things with the shooting range if you have a target dummy that'll shoot me. Otherwise, I have to find somebody, heaven forbid, go and test these things out in a match. I'll be able to do that in your guys' private lobbies. I can already do it right now. Luckily, it's not luckily. Hopefully, we'll get a bigger player base, but it's pretty easy right now to queue up in solos with somebody else at the same time, and 99.9% of the time you're in the same match. We just have to run to each other, and I can do some testing. But it would be really convenient for some content creation if you had something like that, or you guys are creators. I'm not. You can probably come up with another idea instead of a target dummy that'll shoot you. Something. I don't know. Maybe a pulsing damage. Something. But that'd be neat. Then we can double check what you guys are doing. Right? Anyways, moving on. Story missions part 2 are coming. This is a chat thing that's coming. They're going to add graphics and skins, and they're going to update the drop pods. Gun balancing is always a constant thing, which I like. That should always be something, period. Even by the time season 10 comes out, there should still be a gun balancing. Is always needs to be a thing. Season 2, a new character archetypes, HUD improvements, community request. I don't know what the ruthless tuning pass. Why does it say pass? This has to do with bounties, PvP. I don't know what pass means though. Maybe I'm drawing a blank. But then way in the backpack log, they are working on more and more guns. They have plans for more and more guns. Packed revives, adding in the ability to revive foamed pack mates. Foamed! Across all modes? I don't know if I like that. We'll have to see. That's way down the road. That's a community request? Ew. Yeah, I don't like that. Yeah, anyways, okay. Any mode option. This is kind of cool, so you can queue up for just anything, like a quick play, and it'll throw you in whatever lobby has the quickest queues. That's cool. It's cool. Testing 1VP for PvP kill. This is another thing I'm going to spend a little time here. I'll just rant on it. But Basically, they're trying to figure out how to add points for killing players, right? Typically right now, if you're a PvP player and you go around and you kill people for no absolute reason, just because you're a dickhead, this guy right here, you get nothing for it. You just start getting a bounty. And as you kill more and more players out of just PvP fun because you're a dick, and the game offers it, you get a bounty and you are worth points. And people will come after you, which is good. Which is good. Now, there is really no reason to PvP unless you're just a dick. I'm going to say that a lot. I'm a dickhead. And some people get frustrated by it. I don't really get frustrated by it. I still do enough in the game to usually get first, second, or third, usually first, to be honest, while just going around killing people. Sometimes I'll get lucky and I'll steal some of their contracts. Sometimes I just kill them outright for no reason. And I feel like I do this now more so when I did. And devs, I'm sure you guys have talked about this, and you've got people that have good feedback. I know you have a very dedicated prospector community as well that play the game for score. I don't know how dickheadish they are when it comes to PvP like me. But I feel like, so if you're a new player and you start, it did take me about a month to get all my factions to level 10 and start crafting almost everything in the game. I still don't have all my mods and attachments crafted, but I have access to everything. And since then, I have now really focused on just PvP. And whereas before, sometimes I'd PvP a little bit, but I was really working on getting crafting materials and doing that. And I feel like if you add a VP for kills, it's going to focus more into a lot of players, especially a lot of the players that come over thinking it's a Battle Royale game. And they treat it like a Battle Royale game. Those are the kids that are always last place. Always last place. And I'm worried that it'll change the pace of the game, the style of the game. I mean, I would love to get points for killing players. God, I would love. But the way the game's designed now, you guys have a very fantastic, unique game, and I feel like this is going to change. I know it's testing, and then since it's so far in the backlog, it'll probably hit playtest servers also, and you'll get feedback that way. Regardless of how it plays out, by the time it makes it into the game, if it makes it into the game, I'm sure it'll be dialed in greatly. Worst case scenario, we could buff contracts to counterbalance if need be. Wait, why do I keep saying we? I don't give feedback. Spawn selection. This I don't like. I've already read ahead and I've seen this. And with these two right here, I don't like Battle Royale games. And these two here are starting to turn this game into that. Maybe you need to do that to get more players. I don't know. To be honest, your game is so early access. You're not marketing it heavily. Nobody really knows about it. So I'm not worried about the player base. I feel like once you guys get a lot of these things, these big things in play, and you get closer to it being a completed game, I imagine you'll do more marketing. I imagine you'll contract some high-ticket value content creators like everybody else is doing to get some viewership and hype it up. So I'm not worried about that, and I really hope these aren't in place to make it more popular. Spawn selection, if you don't know what this means, basically you can pick where you drop. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Test removal of pacting, and this is a cool thing. Strictly solo, no pacting in solos, and that's something that's awesome too. Anyways, roadmap is awesome. I'm excited for almost everything on here. Almost everything. I mean, I don't know. Spawn selecting could be cool, but no, it's not. I hate it. Just kidding. I don't know. We'll see. I'll have to play it before I can make a full opinion. Anyways, again, link to this will be in the description below if you want to come in here. They've got stuff, and they have some of these. You'll have community activity down where they're talking to the devs, and the devs are replying too. So if you want to come to this and look at it and dive in, and all these colored bars mean stuff too. Again, link will be in the description below. If you haven't already known, and you don't know, and you want to know, well, you're going to know if you're still here. I stream daily over on Twitch at twitch.tv/SlyGumbi between the late night hours of 8 p.m. till at 2 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, West Coast United States. I do a lot of cycle. Lately, I've been doing a lot of Halo and other things, but I do have like 7 days to jump in and finish this hunt pass. Fortuna, play too many games. Fortuna pass out. So I'll be doing this next couple of days. If you want to jump in, ask some questions, jump in, play some games. You just want to hang out. It's a cool place to do so. along with the link to this in the description. I have other links to guides and other videos for the cycle. And you can follow me on Twitter for news updates and goofiness. We got a Discord that'll also be in the link. All the socials. Just look at the description. See you guys in the next one. But bye now.